Number 5 in the 13 principles of the faith, which I like to call the 13 descriptions of reality, is that it is only proper to serve God. Now, we've already established that this follows naturally from the fact that there is only one creator, so naturally it'd be proper to serve him, nobody else. So the Rambam must have meant something deeper than this. And we can get to the deeper thought by asking ourselves the question, what do you mean, serve God? How can we serve God? What do we have to offer God? He created us, He created everything. So what is it that we could possibly offer Him? In order to answer this, let's review what we've established thus far. We've said that God created the world, and if you set out to do something, you must have a purpose in mind. We asked, what is the purpose? We're going to get to that in a minute. So there's a purpose here. We also established that God created us out of His mind. We live in the matrix of God's mind. There's nothing else. There's no other eternal material that He used. We've also established that God is without a body. It means He has no limits. He has unlimited power. And finally, we established that God is timeless. He knows everything that's going to happen. All scenarios are known before Him. So let's go back to what the purpose might be. Let's go back to the first step. God created the entire universe. When we look at the universe, we find such diversity at every level, from the large to the small. So many planets, we know there are billions of stars, and when we get back into our world, and wherever you go in the world, there's different vegetation, different animal life, different insect life, different bird life, sea life. Wherever you look, there's diversity. God loves to create. So, given that He loves to create, what's the highest form of creature that He could create? And the answer should be, as we're told in Genesis, something in the image of Himself. We are created in the image of the Creator. How are we in the image of the Creator? We have free will. Free will doesn't mean only to make choices. It means we're creative. We can create. Now, what can we create? Don't tell me babies, because animals do babies. Even plants do babies with their seeds. We create just like God creates, with our mind, relationships, ideas, concepts, solutions to problems, art, music, strategies, games even. All these things start with our mind. And just like the Creator created us with His mind, we create things in our mind. So that's the highest form of creature. We're a second level of creative being after God. It's just another enhancement on His creative ability. When Rambam said that in the fifth element is our idea to serve Him, so that serves His purpose, is to create more things at a second level. The Rambam went on and said to serve Him, to make Him grow, to make His growth known to others, and to follow His instructions. To make Him grow, we make Him grow by growing His reputation as a creator, that even His creatures can create anew in the same format. It's a phenomenal idea. And we should publicize that to make it known to others, to encourage them to create things. Not only we can create in our minds, but our unlimited amounts of things we can create in our minds. We don't run out of ideas to create in new ways and using new media. There's no end, it seems. So again, in that respect, we're like God. But we're not like God in the fourth respect. That is, God is timeless. He sees all the scenarios. We don't see all the scenarios. We make lots of mistakes as we go. So the next step in this fifth principle, the Rambam says, follow His instructions, because it'll keep you from making the mistakes. We can create all kinds of things that give us problems, bad relationships, bad ideas, weapons, pollution, substances that we abuse, pornography that leads us astray. A lot of stuff we do that's very creative but destructive at the same time. So He's given us instructions that help us avoid doing the next step. He said the last thing He says in this principle is, don't worship other things. And I think what He means is, don't worship the things we create, because we live in a physical world and we're so entranced with the physical aspect of what we create. We wind up worshiping them and thinking that's all there is. Don't lose sight of the Creator. He's not physical. He's so much more, and we can enhance ourselves and make ourselves even more creative to create higher and higher level of ideas if we concentrate on the right stuff. God creates us by focusing his mind on us. It only makes sense that we can enhance the creative ability by focusing back our mind on him so that it's a closed circle and we make him grow in reputation. He makes us grow in our creative powers.